Hello, welcome or welcome back to Sapling Tarot. My name is Imogen. Happy Pride season, and we are so back with a veritable deck parade of queer, gay, LGBTQIA plus decks to have a look at today. I have 10. What a lovely number. I have 10 decks to show you. Some may be familiar to you if you watched last year's video, some will be new. I would love to hear about your favourite queer decks or decks with queer representation. 'Tis the season after all. Just a tiny wee editor's note here to say that the phrase deck parade was entirely new to me until Sarah from Tangy Tarot did her Tarot Tube Reflections video, which I did a tag response to with the wonderful Kate from Moonflower Moments. Both videos will be linked below. And the moment they said deck parade, I was just like, a pride parade? And so this video has been on my mind for like well over 6 months at this point. So I will start with this lovely glitzy, glamorous deck that I don't have the box for, so that's why we're starting here, because I keep it in this gorgeous Kelly Bear pouch, and I can't remember where I put the box. This is the Fyodor Pavlov tarot. It is a kind of Smith-Waite kind of clone situation, but with these beautiful sort of almost like Art Deco-y inspired drawings. The artist Fyodor Pavlov is queer, and so like truly what more do you need? It's also just a stunning deck. I love the use of colour in this deck. It's all very monochromatic, but then in the suits, wow, we're really amongst the suits, they have like a chosen colour picked out in the images, and then the mages are a little bit more colourful. So we've got the Devil card. So we've got some lovely greens. See, the mages have like, each card has its own colour chosen. There's another less safe for YouTube. Empress. I just think it's stunning. I love Fyodor Pavlov's art. It's a really beautiful, like, nicely produced mass market deck. The cardstock's really nice. The kind of glitzy, shiny edging is always just a delight. It is one of the more expensive like mass market decks, but truthfully mass market decks are really getting up there in price, so no longer is this like a notable one in terms of the cost of it. So yeah, so that is our first gorgeously gay deck, and this is the artist's lovely like self-insertion in the deck. Okay, next one is, I mean, it really does what it says on the tin. This is an amazing summertime fiesta deck. If you saw my Terry Bartender tag from last year, you'll know that I associate this deck with like hot summer nights, having a little fruity, sparkly beverage, just, you know, relaxing in queer community. All of the characters in this deck are real queer people from around the world, some of whom you may recognise. I say this every time I show the deck, but because of that, I don't spend a lot of time looking at the guidebook of this deck, because I don't want to know exactly who the people are, because I feel like that could maybe like limit my ability to read with it. But she's gorgeous, she's beautiful. I love the dark backs on lots of them. Really makes these kind of rhizo colours pop. I just think it's amazing. It's got like disco floor, neon backs. got all these just amazing colours. It's a pretty straightforward Smithwaite clone, and yet it's kind of so much more than that. It's just gorgeous. I love this art style so much, and it's another one of these ones where the colours really sing on camera, rather than, I mean, they're beautiful in real life, but they're not quite so like in your face in real life, which, if I'm totally honest, is very much my preference. I don't need them to be like this vibrant in person. But yeah, I love this deck because I do recognise people, but not too much. Yeah, another amazing queer deck. The Queer Tarot. Let's go for the Gay Marseille, which is another one that is kept in a lovely Kelly Bear pouch that she even made for me custom to go with the deck. Can you even, the way that these colours all match up, it is just incredible. But then I also really like the box, so I'll keep it in the box, in the pouch, for extra safekeeping. Just no little detail went missed with this wonderful deck. So yeah, this is what it says on the tin again. This is the Gay Marseille. It is a gay variation of a classic Tarot de Marseille, but then there's a lot of these lovely little gay queer motifs kind of thrown in, and like little clues about the meanings and stuff. The book is like such a fabulous kind of beginner Marseille situation. So handy, so useful. I love Charlie Claire Batch's writing. We'll actually get to, I'll show you their other deck next. I've been reading, please hold caller. I have been reading, nay devouring, Queer Devotion, their latest book, Spirituality Beyond Binary in Myth, Story and Practice. I love it so much. I've been having to take it a chapter at a time because it has been slightly making me cry. Beautiful, incredible, cannot, if you are in any way woo, spiritual, etc., I cannot recommend this book highly enough for this just gorgeously expansive and spacious and sparkling view of divinity. I love it so much. This deck, I mean, come on. Okay, cowboys. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. I love these just like little extra motifs that have been added in. Oh, amazing. Oh, this is what we need more of right now. Anyway. Yes, this is the Gay Marseille. I love her. Oh, see, this is the fruity beverages I was talking about. This is what I want when I'm reading with the Queer Tarot and the Gay Marseille. Delightful, delicious, one of a kind. I love her. Okay, so then I will move on to the next Charlie Claire Burgess deck, because as we're talking about them, this is the Fifth Spirit Tarot. Now, if you've been here before, you'll know that I have a little bit of a block with this deck because of my weird thing about like modern / contemporary illustrations in tarot. But I still had to have it, and I still keep it because, you know, a queer inclusive deck for a world beyond binaries. Amazing. I think this book, the little guidebook as well, so great. But then it also pairs really beautifully with Radical Tarot, Charlie Claire Burgess's other book. I swear this isn't just a Charlie Claire Burgess like fan video. although would you blame me? So yeah, so it's still in order. But these are just really lovely kind of modern interpretations of the kind of Smith-Waite system. I wonder if they're going to do a Thoth. That would be very cool. So yeah, so we've got these like just wonderfully queer characters. We've got some diversity in ages. Got lots of diversity in gender expression, sexuality, skin tone. I think there's some like body diversity as well, like sizes and shapes and abilities and things, which we love. I do really like this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's a fabulous deck. I need to get over myself because yeah, it's fucking brilliant. It's so good. Do you know what? I'm going to stop having it in order. I keep just putting it back and like putting the belly band on it, but I think that's me like admitting defeat. That's me saying, well, maybe I want to like pass it on. And so I want it to be like in perfect condition for the next person. But fuck it. No, this is my deck. I'm going to crack it. I'm going to be okay with these like little portraits in the mages. All of these characters. I'm going to get to know them. Maybe this needs to be my deck for Cancer season. Or for Pride season, fuck it. Let's just bring an extra deck into play. Because they're so good. I love this moon card. It's, incredible. I love this. Family. This is the creator, I think, and their family. Unbelievable. So gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous. Amazing. Need to get my shit together with it. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to get over my block. I have decided I'm going to get over my block with this deck. I'm going to keep it out, and we're gonna do it. We're going to do it. I'll do my newest one, which is a Kickstarter that arrived very recently. This is the Sapphic Magic Tarot, which I can't remember exactly how the creator described it, but I think it's essentially a Smith-Waite that has been redrawn to be entirely like femme people or women. I can't remember exactly how it was explained. I do love the box though. It's a little bit loose, which is like a pet peeve of mine, but we forgive it because she's pretty. This was the artwork that made me like fall in love. I've nearly bought this print from the artist so many times. The artist is Mumi Swan, a UK artist. I'm obsessed with this. Yeah, I really like these colour. This Empress. There's something a little bit Steven Universe about this deck, which, if you know me, you will know I am very in favour of. It's very much like all around the world, different global. Yeah, here we go. This is. Do you see the Steven Universe? Amazing. I love it. There's something a little bit to the art style, a little bit to the kind of wild hair of the characters. So yeah, so we've got some like body diversity, got an amazing like winged wheelchair going on. This is just a stunning image. I think this deck is like, it's one of these things where it's just like, I just love the artwork. I don't know if it's necessarily like saying anything wildly new, but the artwork makes me happy. Also, another like smashing Wheel of Fortune. I've always wanted to try aerial hoop. I guess some of the cards are a little bit simpler than others, like with the backgrounds and stuff, but yeah, love this. Beautiful. Yeah, so many cards that I just want as like prints. Yeah, I've got a fair bit of like body diversity. Editing Imogen here saying, I know that I made the body diversity remark on the card with 4 arms and 4 legs. That's not what I meant. I hope you know what I mean. It makes me happy. I like the use of flowers as well. Ugh, so cute. So cute. Another great moon card. Quite want this hair. Yeah, I think it's fab. Aren't women great? You know, basically. That's just that is the TLDR of this deck. I also quite like a pregnant world rather than a pregnant empress, in that kind of like potential stepping through, you know, that whole thing. But yeah, so that's my newest gay deck. Let's do the decks that I currently have out for Gemini season, which in my world, Gemini season is also Pride season because I'm a Gemini and so I get to make the rules. So we'll start with the tarot. I only have one oracle, I'm afraid. But yeah, so I will start with the tarot. Have you seen these back? Sorry if I told you what this is. This is the Hierophanies tarot by Klaus Pietrucki. Do we know? Does it say? Klaus Pietrucki. Good job, Imogen. Oh, it even said it there. That's why I remembered it. Created and illustrated by a bisexual trans man and practicing witch. We love these backs. I would be lying if I told you that these backs, these kind of Delft blue and white illustrations, were not almost the entire reason I bought this fucking deck, which is ridiculous, I will grant you. We also have some... Oh, I didn't show you the additional world card in the Gay Marseille, but we have some multiple lovers cards in this, which, I mean, fantastic to have a range of different expressions of love. I was so tempted to just like keep them all in the deck because, again, also Gemini lovers, why not have the extras? But yeah, oh, I love this image so much. But yeah, so this is my tarot deck that I've got pulled out for Gemini season. This is pretty new. I'm reading ahead the other day. Shall I find you the Lover's card that yes, this is the one that I kept in because it reminds me of Sensate, like the one in the Numinous Tarot, and so I will always choose that. But yeah, it's this really interesting art style of like this blue line work that makes all the colours... Okay, so it's not all blue line work, Imogen. What are you saying? I don't know. There's something about the line work that makes the colours all look really interesting. I think it's just a really interesting art style. It's digital art, I would imagine. But yeah, all like hand-drawn by a trans person. It's a little bit pippish, as you can see. I love the blue and white. I love the blue and white. I love the gay. I love supporting queer artists. It's another British queer artist, I think. Yeah, I just think it's really nice. This card slightly winds me up because it feels like the art's been like misaligned. Can you see that? I don't know. But yeah, it's very cool. I like digital art because I make digital art. And so I like seeing how different people, and by this I mean using, say, something like a drawing tablet or an iPad or something to make art, not like generative AI prompting art. There is a distinction, and I think we need to keep that in mind. So we don't like throw the baby out with the bathwater. But yeah, so it dips around. It does something that like personally is like a bit of a pet peeve, which is the kind of dipping between narrative and pips. That's very cool. This is who I want to be. But yeah, I like the colours. What can I say? This is the theme of... So I do think these look like breadsticks, which I'm not against. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's a really fun project. I love that strength card. Is it gay? Maybe not. I just think it's a beautiful image. Amazing Empress. So gorgeous. But yeah, loads of different sorts of people shown in loads of different sorts of scenarios. I think it's very cool. We love supporting queer artists. Okay, where are we going next? We're going to my oracle deck of the moment, which is this one, which, God, I can't remember when this arrived, but I wanted to show everyone. Absolutely obsessed. I love it so much. It is in French, but fortunately my French is just about passable enough, and they are simple enough words that it is fine. So it's an archetypes deck, and they're all just these lovely characters, and they are such good like little additions to another reading of like, or also as a prompt for if you just kind of fancy reading the cards but you don't need to ask anything, you don't want to ask anything, just like cracking out a character, an archetype. They're so much fun to be able to read with, read for, and just, you know, who doesn't love a selection of gorgeous men? This is where I'm coming from. This is, you know, Scottish, la tradition, fabulous. Yeah, I love them. We've got body diversity. They say as they pull out someone with a tail. We've got body diversity, big, small, you know, like dark. Someone on crutches. We've got more diversity than maybe you would anticipate in a deck like this. I love. So gorgeous. Oh yeah, I think there's a bunch of different lovers and pride cards as well. Yeah. Am I just showing you all of them? I think I'm showing you all of them. I don't think I've shown this on the channel before, so I'm obsessed. I think it's so cool. I've really loved pulling this out. Yeah, I think they are fabulous. It's trans-inclusive, which, you know, just beautiful. Yeah, fabulous. I love her. She is, I mean, what a selection of characters. This was the card that I pulled the other day, and yes, this is the energy that I am bringing into my slightly overwhelming life at the moment. Okay, we're into the final stretch, last three. Let us do Thea's Tarot, which was my deck for Aries season. This is like the oldest go deck, I think. I do have the book as well somewhere. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed working with this through Aries season. It does not pull punches. I don't really have any black and white decks. And I wasn't really sure how I was going to get on with it, but I really love the woodblock style artwork. There's a lot of movement for such a sort of static art form and for the black and white thing that's happening. It's just gorgeous. I like the slight shifts and changes that have been made. So some of the names, the courts have been renamed, some of the majors, so instead of the wheel or fortune we have the comet, which I really like because again that is my birth card. Yeah, it's fab. It's kind of its time but also timeless. She's so cool, and the readings that we did together were so fantastic. But like the detail that the artist managed to create, even in such a like an analog, minimalist medium, is so cool. Some of them are like sideways, which slightly annoys me. If you're pulling multiple cards. The cardstock is oddly really nice as well. This is a reprint of it. This isn't like one of the originals. It says on the back. So, copyright of 1984 Ruth West, but then reprinted in 2023. I don't know if it's gone out of print again. I got it second hand, but I am really, really loving her, and I'm going to leave this beautiful, restful Four of Swords on top. So while we're on the lesbians, I will go on to the Sapphic Enchantress tarot deck, which is a mages only deck. I haven't really read an awful lot with this because it's a mages only, but I have used it like for just having an archetype or a card up on my bookshelf, and it's very handmade, which I really enjoy. I think it's just super powerful. It's so cool. I love her. The thing came with like little spell bags and a zine as the guidebook, which I'm also a big fan of. I'm quite inspired by for my own project thing that I've been working on. It's quite detailed, which means that I can sort of struggle a little bit with visual processing for the whole black and white thing. But yeah, I think it is a very cool deck, and it's the only mages only deck that I have. But yeah, it is very much just on like card rather than cardstock. And then the final deck is this lovely Next World Tarot mini deck, which they don't skimp on at all. It's got like the full guidebook, which I think is fab. These lovely backs, which I'm not showing you. There we go. And yeah, so this is like more of like a radical deck, but it does that is still in order because I can't remember what I was doing with it. I was trying to find something. But in my brain, this is gay. This problem last year where I'd pulled out loads of decks that I'd like decided were queer or gay or something, and then partway through the video I just ended up having like a crisis of being like, what do I even mean by that? But yeah, what is radical? I think of queerness, and I was about to turn that upside down. Who else does that when you see the Hanged Man or the Hanged One in your deck? So you go to turn it right way up. But yeah, I consider this a queer deck because of its radicalness. I've already said that. Did we have... Oh, the Lovers is that beautiful, like spoons one. I don't know, the characters seem kind of gay or queer or in some way kind of off the beaten path. And that's where, you know, the label of queer can be just so expansive. And that's what I love about it so much. Yeah, we've got so many different characters and bodies and all of that kind of stuff. How can it not be queer? She says, kind of waiting to try and find some sort of flag or pairing or something to suggest queerness. But I believe this is queer. Don't ask me exactly why. Which is a bit of a wonky one to end on because I'm like, is it? Or am I just adding my own bias to it? But the future is queer, you know? And if this is a deck of the future, the deck of the next world, then soz guys, it is going to be queer. So I don't make the rules, except I do on this channel. So get on board or get out the way, I guess. There we go, gays. We got there eventually. We finally found the cup suit and we found a nice gay 2 of cups. Perfect. Lovely. Gorgeous. I feel vindicated. Ah, what a great deck. Fantastic. I'm so glad I finally got this in my hands. Whoa. And there we go. There we have it. That is 10 gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful, rainbow gay, queer decks for your 2025 Pride season. Do you have any of these decks? Do you have any other ones that I don't have? I would love to know. I'd love to hear all about it. I hope you have a fantastic Pride season wherever you are, whether that is in the comfort of your own space or out and proud in the streets. I'm with you. I love you. I hope you're able to take really good care of yourself. I hope you're able to take really good care of yourself, and goddamn that you're doing all right, all things considered. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.